So I'm going to talk about attacks on counterparts for a little bit so you guys can get a better perception of why this happens. Now, true counterparts are one thing. There's also artificial counterparts where people are drawn together that are not meant to be together. A lot of times, if you get a clearing with me, this does materialize and it shows to you eventually, okay? They are under attack because they are meant to go on an adventure together. I don't know how to explain it, but they are meant to do something together that is bigger than what meets the eye, okay? They are meant to work together, build business together, and they are meant to plant the seeds for the new structures that are going to be materializing after the old structures fall apart. These connections are meant to raise family together, so bringing family back together into humanity is also a big, big, big deal when it comes to counterpart connections. Family dynamics were destruct with the old structures. That's why, like, everybody you know is divorced, right? Spiritual warfare broke apart families. And for a lot of you, unfortunately, your original counterpart was likely your ex-husband or your ex-wife, and you don't even know it. Why don't you know it? Because spiritual warfare made you not see that, okay? Truly, that's what happened. That's not for everybody. For a lot of you, it is the truth. So why did karmics get sent in? Okay, karmics are sent in because they are weak individuals and they prey on the weaknesses of your divine counterpart. So your divine counterpart gets sent in a karmic as a test. These karmics come in dressed as, well, everything that they want in a woman or a man, right? They think they met that person that's going to be everything they want, but this person actually fits their old programming. It does not fit the new structures that are developing in this world, the new earth that some people call it, whatever you want to say. We are in a reset. It's just, we're in a mass reset. So however you want to say it, new earth, 5D, all that, I don't give a shit what kind of label you put behind it. We are in a rebuild. True divine counterparts are so essential to the structures that are going to be rebuilding. They have such a big purpose that spiritual warfare pulls them apart, puts spiritual blocks between them, sends in karmics to distract you, distract them. Some of you got with the karmic, some of you got obsessed with the karmic you thought was your counterpart, and they're not. They just distract you. They weakened you. They weighed you down. The karmic connections weigh you down to the point where you forget your power. They do this on purpose because it siphons your power and your abilities from you, so you don't stand up in your fullest potential. It keeps you waiting. It keeps you longing. Some of these karmic connections that you think are counterparts, right? I mean, you can get a reading with me and I can definitely dissect your connection and see what it is. I can feel when they're soulmate connections, counterparts, that sort of thing. You guys, I don't go by the twin flame label because that goes on another level that I don't want to get into. Okay, twin flame stuff is a whole nother ball game and I'm not going to discuss that today. That's not why I'm having this video. They don't want you and this counterpart to get together. And let's say that your ex was your original counterpart and they got taken by spiritual warfare. Your spirits, your ancestors, your deities have your back and they are trying to orchestrate your union with another counterpart that fits exactly what you were supposed to be. It doesn't matter. The deities have your back. The ancestors have your back. Your spirits have your back and they're orchestrating this right now. A lot of your counterparts are going through very painful events right now, and these painful events are orchestrated to force them to come into divine union because they've been taking too long. The karmics are getting ripped out of the situation, okay? The karmics are being exposed that they did spell work on the masculine or feminine. They're supposed to be with you, your kingdom spouse, okay? This is being exposed that they did binding spells. I'm telling you, the kind of spell work that I pull off between these connections is unreal. It is like some of these karmics do binding spells like every 2 weeks or something because I'm ripping off like several layers of spell work and I'm like, what is going on here? Okay. And my 2 heart clearings open up the union timeline. They create and renew the contract between the two of you and put you down that union timeline, okay? And if you are true counterparts, you'll come together eventually. But you have to release and surrender the connection. What is surrender? Surrender is letting go of expectations. Surrender is allowing faith, to allow your spirits to take over the connection, right? To not sit there and obsess. When is he coming? When is he doing this? When is he doing that? Is he coming? To understand that your spirits have your back and they will bring you in a suitable counterpart, okay? They will bring you in who is meant for you. And so many of you want to have control because you are holding on to a possible fraudulent counterpart, and you know it's possible fraudulent because you feel it in your soul if you're obsessing, all right? You don't need to obsess like that because your spirits have your back. And once you have a clearing with me, I protect your connection. I remove that karmic situation and I banish them from the connection because they are not supposed to be there. All they are doing to the divine masculine, because most of you are dealing with the divine masculine, right? Is they are weighing him down, draining his energy, putting him down a path where he's unhappy and he's miserable right now. And putting him under spells so he doesn't see it. Okay, and that's my job, is to take that off and get them redirected. Right now, what I'm getting is that these karmics are kind of losing their battle. Okay, all they're doing it for is power and control. They want power and control over a man or a woman. Okay, it's like a game. I want to control this person. They are being used by the dark side as a pawn in the game. Okay, they are losing their control. They're losing their grasp. They are doing their last bit of spell work to try to get the divine masculine back, to try to get a hooks in them again. That's what I'm picking up. They're spying on a lot of you on fake accounts. They are trolling a lot of you on fake accounts. They are evil eyeing you like crazy on these fake accounts right now. They're watching everything you're doing because they know that the masculine's heart is with you. And right now, the masculine is starting to expose this love for you. Okay, this deep love for you, and this karmic did everything they could to keep this person from you, but they always knew that the heart of this man belonged to you. They always knew that. They always did. They're jealous of you, feminine. They're jealous of you. The reason why they're jealous of you is because you hold the torch. Okay? You are the one enlightening the path. You are the one that's pure. You're the one that passed the test. You're the one with the power. You're the one with the wisdom. They don't have that. They never will. They saw what you had with that person. They saw how in love that masculine was with you. They felt it. And they're like, oh, I want that with him. I want that love. Right? So they did all this spell work to bind and banish you away from them, which I've undone a lot of that too. Trust me, these karmics will banish you away from your counterpart, okay? They did spell work to close the roads to your union. And they did spell work to bind the masculine to them, thinking that they could have what you had with them. But it's not based on true love. It's not based on true love. Like, your heart's connected on a level that their hearts will never connect. So this kept the masculine collective in a low vibrational energy. This kept them down. This made them lose money. This made them lose their health. Their health declined. And for some of you ladies, you got into a karmic connection and it happened to you, right? Comment and let me know what happened with your connection. If you want to get a 2-heart clearing and 3rd-party removal with me, it's worth the investment. Okay? Sometimes it works right away. Sometimes it doesn't. You have to give it time and you have to get into full surrender. But it is really important right now for these contracts to start playing out. These spiritual contracts have got to start materializing. These karmics are making artificial spiritual contracts with binding spells. I mean, why are they bothering with this? They likely have their own match out there at their own level. These masculines are too good for them. These karmics are a lower frequency. They're just not at the level that the masculine is supposed to be at. But they're preying on their insecurities and their weaknesses because these masculines don't feel good enough for the feminine. For some reason or another, they don't. And they're also fearful of love. So they settled with the karmic thinking, well, I don't have to change. It'll be an easy connection. I don't have to invest. I don't have to emotionally invest. What they didn't realize is they were going to get spell work upon spell work upon spell work cast on them. And slowly they went down this slippery slope with this karmic and suddenly they were entrapped. Suddenly they've been living a life that is not them and they feel trapped. They feel stuck. Okay? They thought it would be just kind of a simple, easy ride, friends with benefits or whatever. And all of a sudden they're in a full-blown relationship they never expected with this karmic. And they're miserable. These masculines are losing everything over these karmic connections. And right now, these karmics know that these men want you. And they are watching your every move. And trust me when I tell you this. Your every move.